What's up, everybody? This is Kieran Reese, the Obsessive Compulsive Gamer, the O.C.G, and I'm playing Horizon Forbidden West because they came out with a new patch that greatly improved the game. For one, it added New Game Plus. Not that I'm going to see that because I haven't beaten the game about halfway through. I'd guesstimate. And two, they greatly improved performance mode to reduce anti-aliasing. They already made improvements, huge strides, but now they really improved it. Three, they added new weapons. And four, they added respec, which you're about to see. And five, they had the ability to completely switch your outfit with transmog the appearance. I don't really use much of the traps, if I'm honest with you. Yeah, that will be used. Sustain burst is so fucking amazing. Knockdown shot. Power shredder. Stealth is important to me. Also important to me. Yep, definitely want this. Okay, let's see. Let's put in favor resolution so you can see what it looks like first. Okay. I do love snow physics in this game. And the sliding.
There's some kind of old world ruin down here.
You said the Zeniths have their own backup of Gaia, right?
Yeah, from the proving lab.
So maybe they were after Eleuthia. Found its hiding spot, so it sent the distress signal.
Maybe.
Now I'm gonna select the performance mode, which honestly does look a lot better. It's not that it ever looked bad, it's just that the performance mode looked way blurrier than it should. And people were really surprised because it looked really blurry. But then they made it better, and it got to the point where it was pretty good. But now it's... I mean, pretty much perfect. Hey, Varro. Hey, buddy.
Looks like some kind of data center. I might be able to access the facility systems from that console. I've never seen a transmitter like this before. Looks like it's self-destructed. This was a Far Zenith research lab. It looks like a lot of data was beamcast from here recently. From that device nearby.
So Eleuthia's gone?
If it was ever here, then probably.
So, exploring another Far Zenith
Then
ruin.
why were the Zeniths still searching? At least this one doesn't seem to have giant killer machines.
Or anything you can blow up. All this stuff. Wonder what they were doing here.
Well, knowing Far Zenith, probably discovering amazing things. For their own benefit.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
Ectogenic chambers. Like the ones I saw inside a Zero Dawn cradle facility. This place keeps on going. Remember when I told you I was made, not born? This is how.
Incredible.
Yeah. This place is huge. Some kind of storage room, maybe. If it is, somehow the Zenith couldn't find it. The control console. To access the storage units.
Can it tell us if the asset is in one of them?
Oh, let's find out. This'll break my fall.
236 containers in storage. Please enter the container number you'd like to retrieve.
236? Wasn't there a number in the distress signal?
You're right. I should check the log.
Thank you for watching. Appreciate you.
And 36 containers in storage. Please enter the container number you'd like to retrieve.
Two, 3, 7.
236 containers in storage. Please enter the container number you...
Oh shit, it's an Aloy clone.
It's you. Skin's like ice. Must have cut this from her head. But why?
Elizabeth. Apologies, I don't know what else to call you. My name is Beta. I'm afraid I must be brief. I only have a few minutes before my keepers discover I'm missing, and I still need to remove this implant. I had hoped to find shelter with you, but if you're viewing this, I may be dead. Be careful when you take on Farsiness. They are ruthless, and they have Aletheia, Artemis, and Apollo now. But at least I don't have the Gaia kernel to merge them with. You must succeed, or this was all for nothing. Good luck. And goodbye. So she's
still alive.
We need to get her back to...
Oh shit, they can fly? Aloy! Aloy, can you hear me through this thing?
What's going on, Aaron?
2 of those Spectre things just fell out of the sky. One of them is heading down towards you. The other one's waiting up here.
We're coming up. Stay in cover until I get there.
You got it.
Get her to cover in that room. Whatever happens, she stays with us.
I'll protect her.
I should prepare before the Spectre gets here. I can't let it get through to Varl. Here it comes! Ooh, ugly one, aren't you? I should scan that thing. See if it has any weak spots.
It's weak versus acid damage and plasma. Okay. God, I love that so much. Shit. Really? Holy shit. Oh, you motherfucker.
That thing's quick.
Die.
There.
Are you okay, Aloy?
Yeah, I'm heading up top. Stay down here with the clone for now.
Got it. I'll follow once the coast is clear.
Oh, let me see.
Gotta get back up top and deal with that other Spectre. I just hope Aaron stays in cover.
Aloy!
Aaron!
And the Spectre's dug its heels in. It's got me pinned down.
Hang tight, I'm almost there.
Just hurry.
Yeah, I just can't play in visual mode. I have to do 60.
That doesn't sound good. I gotta get to Aaron. Aaron, I'm here.
Watch out! That thing's shooting down the center.
Stay put. I'll see what I can do.
You need me. Up there.
Covered in action.
Big spot. Smack! Hey, you wanna fight the Vanguard?
Oh! Wow, that was fucking beautiful, dude. Fucking dwarves, man! Don't do.
Aloy. She's
She's
I swear
Aloy.
I'm not drunk, but right now I'm seeing double.
Close, baby!
But it'll have to wait.
She needs a healer, but we need to get her back to the base immediately.
Right. Yeah. Well, what are we waiting for then?
You two go on ahead. I need to take another look at that weapon. If I can figure out how that thing works, maybe the Zeniths won't be so invincible after all. Snow crunch under my boots. No. Damn it. Well, it's better than nothing. We need to get the weapon fragment to Gaia to analyze. If we can replicate it, maybe we'll have a way to defeat the Zeniths. I should check on the clone, too. Varl, where's our guest?
We're in the maintenance corridor below the control room.
Okay.
So the old ones painted their faces with something called makeup. Like the card show. Why? Yeah, it beats me.
It probably meant something to them. As it does to my people. And the Denali.
I just think my face says it all as is.
Welcome back. Aloy, I see we have a new guest. So now we know the origin of the transmission.
Yeah. I also recovered this. The weapon it was part of somehow stripped a Zenith of its shield, but it malfunctioned and blew up. If we can recreate the weapon and improve it, maybe we'll gain the upper hand on the Zeniths.
A moment, I will scan it. Complete. By combining the results with data from your focus, I can infer that the weapon was highly advanced, comparable to Zenith technology, but not how it worked.
Did the explosion corrupt the data?
It was only a catalyst. The moment the weapon malfunctioned, it appears a command executed to purge all data within its core. Ostensibly, this was to prevent the weapon's secrets from falling into enemy hands. Whoever designed this weapon knew how to cover their tracks.
Silence.
Based on your data on him, that is my conclusion as well.
And he's not gonna cooperate with us. Well, it was worth a shot. But that's not all. The Zeniths got Aletheia, along with Artemis and Apollo.
That is unfortunate. However, our original plan remains unchanged. The two remaining subordinate functions should increase my heuristic processing density enough to absorb Hephaestus.
Right. One problem at a time. Well, I guess I better check on the clone before I head back out there.
Yes. She retreated to the maintenance corridor directly below us. Varl is with her.
Right. Thanks. Sky.
Anybody seen one of my machine strike pieces around?
Why don't you check your cache? Maybe you left it there when you dropped off all that ale.
Oh. Hope it didn't get stained.
Aloy, glad you made it back okay. She panicked after waking up and stumbled down here. I thought it best to wait for you.
I'll talk to her. Hello? It's Beta, right? My name's Aloy. What's wrong? Is it your injury?
Simulacrum withdrawal syndrome.
I don't understand.
Sudden removal of a neurologically integrated data device. The brain, especially the cerebellum, goes into a kind of sensory freefall. Everything real feels unreal. Distant.
Is there anything that can help?
Do you have a focus to spare? It's primitive, but I can make it work.
Yeah.
Booting up. So, Aloy, I suppose you want information.
About you and the Zeniths? Yeah. Why are they here? What do they want? How did they get you? But let's start the beginning. I'm guessing they faked the destruction of their ship 1,000 years ago?
That seems consistent with their behavior. They wouldn't want to be followed.
So far, Zenith established a colony world after all.
Yes, for a few hundred years, but it didn't last. Some sort of natural disaster rendered it uninhabitable.
Okay, so the descendants of Far Zenith escaped a dying planet, and now they want to claim Earth for themselves?
Not their descendants.
What?
Not their descendants. It's them. The same ones who left Earth 1,000 years ago. You didn't know?
How can they still be alive? They don't even look... What did they do to themselves?
I believe it's a combination of pharmaceutical, cellular treatments, and technological implants.
And you? Does that mean that you're...
I'm not like them. I was made. On the way to Earth. On the ship. I spent years studying in my training interface. All so that I could serve my function.
Access and control of the terraforming system. But why? What do the Zeniths want with it?
When I discovered the Zero Dawn system had disseminated...
They want to terraform their own planet again.
The purpose was to fix it. But I don't think the Zeniths want that at all. I think they want to wipe Earth clean and start over.
You said you were born on the way to Earth. In an artificial womb, I'm guessing?
The Zeniths had an ectogenic chamber aboard the ship. An updated version of the one you found me in. They must have used a stored sample of Elizabeth's DNA.
I doubt Elizabeth would have let them take her DNA. Do you know how they got it?
That wasn't part of the archive I was allowed to access.
You said you spent years studying in a training interface. Was this archive you mentioned part of that?
But only the parts I was permitted to access. Aristotle and Aspasia, the avatars of the archive, would assign me learning modules and evaluate my progress.
Wait, those names. They were designed to be the virtual guides for the Apollo database. Before Ted Faro purged it.
The Zeniths have a copy.
So it still exists. And you got to learn from it.
Only what was deemed pertinent to the mission.
But she actually got to learn about old world shit. They deleted the rest of it. They thought it was gone.
To have all that knowledge, just out of reach.
No wonder Silence is going fucking crazy, because that's the Apollo archive. That's literally like the fountain of information.
How did you escape the Zeniths?
Before the Hades Proving Lab, I never thought I'd get away from them. Even if I were to run. I'd never survive on my own in the wilds. Then I saw you. And I thought that maybe you could help me. So when the Zeniths pinpointed Eluthia's location in the biomedical research facility, I saw an opportunity.
You said you saw an opportunity to escape when you went to capture Eluthia. What did you do, exactly?
Whenever I was taken out on a mission to recover a subordinate function, only one of the Zeniths would go with me.
The one the rebels killed, outside the facility.
Baina's dead? How did they bypass her shield?
I'm looking into it. But you were talking about your escape?
Well, when it was time to use the Zenith's transmitter to send Eluthia back to base, I also sent the encrypted transmission. Then I distracted Verbaina long enough to seal myself in the ectogenic chamber, altering the facility's log so it appeared that there were only 236 containers.
And the Gaia root kernel?
I told them I could capture Eluthia faster if I had it with me, and they believed me.
Well done. So we're dealing with the same Far Zenith people who once lived on Earth. What else do you know about them?
They were some of the most affluent and powerful people on Earth. They controlled almost every major resource, every industry. Gerard commands them. He's the one who decided to set up a base. The others, Eric, Tilda, Verbena, they resent his authority over them, but in the end, they always do what he says.
Eric. He's the one I fought back in the Hades Proving Lab.
He enjoys hurting people.
Yeah, I know. You mentioned the Zenith set up a base here on Earth. Where is it?
Off the coast, I think. Whenever I had to go on missions, I was transported inside of a Spectre drone. I couldn't see anything outside. But I did overhear the Zeniths talking about it once. They were discussing setting up a perimeter energy shield to repel the local fauna. I'm certain they have other security measures. Spectre patrols, machine lures. It must be impregnable.
What's inside the base?
Launch facilities, so they can shuttle back and forth to their ship in orbit. Plus, infrastructure to gather materials and fabricate anything they need.
Are there more Zeniths than the ones you met?
I'm not sure. I suppose there must be more of them in the base or back on the ship. For all I know, there could be more of them out in space. Other survivors of the colony.
You said the Zenith's colony in the Sirius system was destroyed. What happened?
All I was ever told was that a natural disaster forced them to leave Sirius. I've speculated that it was an extrasolar object or a cataclysmic seismic event. Or maybe even an abnormally violent coronal mass ejection from Sirius A.
The Zeniths never told you any details.
They said the only thing that mattered was that they survived. First Earth, 1,000 years ago, and then Sirius.
Guess they survived old age, too. So the Zeniths want to exterminate life on Earth. That's what Gaia and I concluded, too. But why? Why kill everyone just to take over?
When they took me on missions with them, I saw how they butchered the tribal people we encountered. They didn't seem to care about a rejuvenated Earth, so I concluded that they must want a hard reboot of the system. Then they can redesign it to be exactly what they want.
Mass extinction for their own comfort? Who thinks like that?
Spoiled assholes. Scientologists!
The Zeniths needed Elizabeth's gene print to access Zero Dawn facilities. So they made you. Trained you. And you went along with it?
She didn't have a choice!
They told me I was born to interface with the Zero Dawn system. When we reached Earth, I pieced together what must have happened to Gaia and her subordinate functions.
Oh, yeah.
That's when I started to realize I wasn't meant to fix Gaia. That they must have made me so I could do what the remote extinction signal failed to do. Reboot Earth for their own benefit.
So you know about the extinction signal?
It was speculation, but the only logical conclusion why Gaia suddenly self-destructed after operating efficiently for centuries. Gaia would have only undertaken such a desperate course of action if it had detected a threat to life on Earth that was more dangerous than ceasing function altogether. I should have realized that she would also order the recreation of Elizabeth Sobek to rebuild her.
Yeah, well... Surprise!
Surprise!
Alright, I think that's enough for now. Do you want to come upstairs, or...
So how long? You know, your plan. How long before Gaius fabricated a machine army to defeat the Zeniths?
How did you know?
Optimal strategy, so?
Well, I still have to get 2 more subordinate functions before Gaia's powerful enough to absorb Hephaestus.
What? You don't have Hephaestus already?
Gaia's still figuring out how to capture it. It's not confined to a single...
To a single location, of course not! You didn't even know who the Zeniths really are. You were supposed to be further along by now. Coming here was a mistake. They're gonna find me. They're gonna find this place and take me back. This was all for nothing.
They're not going to find us. Gaia's using Minerva to mask our location.
What difference does it make? You're too far behind. We're never going to beat them. Everything. Everyone. They're gonna die.
Hey. Calm down. You're here now, right? So is there anything you can do to help?
I have certain knowledge sets. And given your state of progress, expertise you probably lack. Geoengineering, of course. computer science, physics, biology, chemistry. Okay. Well, see if you can do something with that. Talk to Gaia. I'll check on you later.
The clone stuff is really cool.
How'd it go?
Her injury's not that bad, but I think she regrets coming here. Feeling might be mutual.
I'll come back later and talk
Don't
to
be a
her.
bitch,
See
Alloy.
if I
She's
can
fucked
learn.
up. She's been a slave her whole life. She's been literally indoctrinated by the not Church of Scientology. Give her a fucking break.
Guess we won't be making use of Silent's weapon. And now there is another clone of Elizabeth here with us. But I can't let it distract me. I still have 2 more sub-functions to get.
Man, the fucking loading speed of this game is insane. Shit.
My fingers feel stiff in this cold. This will make a good die. Glide in.
Shit. I want to get that tallest peak, just for shiggles. Come on, don't cock block me. I want to get up to this peak, dude. I can take an amazing picture.
Take this to a dyer later.
Oh fuck, there's gotta be a way up there. Ah, shit. Come on. Dude, they cock blocked me from getting up to the tallest peak. I'm gonna be so fucking mad. I hate when games do that in general. Like, they'll set up this beautiful place in the world, and it's like they designed it to draw your attention to it. Like, oh, here's a majestic tower. Oh, here's a huge mountain, and then they don't let you go to that place. It's very frustrating. It's like, why did you fucking design it then? This game world is huge. I actually really do like the game world of this game. And honestly, I haven't seen a huge part of it. I haven't seen the Vegas over here. I haven't seen this. I haven't seen nearly this entire fucking region right here. I haven't seen this. This is supposed to be the best part of the game world. This is where they bring in the underwater shit. And this is where they bring in the San Francisco city. And here's supposed to be the Redwood Forest. Is also supposed to be gorgeous. And I didn't get to do that, so... I've seen amazing areas, but everyone has said that the Redwood Forests and the sea and the bay are the best part of the game's map, so I haven't even seen the best yet. Ooh, baby, glide! Glide, motherfucker, glide, motherfucker, glide! Glide, motherfucker, glide, motherfucker, glide! Night, night, bitch, glide your eyes!
Useful for making dyes.
And see, the waypoints in this game really kind of get on my nerves because they lead you almost to the wrong area. Because they try to lead you to the most expeditious route instead of the actual straightest way there. So a lot of time I could have glided over like that. I glided down, and then found myself, oh, I should have just taken the long way around and just kept gliding because that was more in the direction.
A rush of air.
Sweet. I also hate how tricky the climbing can be. Like, lots of places where it's like, I should be able to climb here. It looks identical to the place I could climb, but yet you won't let me. But the first game had fucking terrible parkour, so this is not perfect, but it is 1,000 times better than the original game. People get really mad at me because I say that I think the first game wasn't perfect, and I give it like an 8 out of 10. Like, people are like, oh, how dare you? And I'm like, 8 out of 10 is still good. 8 out of 10 is still worth playing. 8 out of 10 is still more good than bad. Sorry, I won't suck the game's dick and say it's fucking perfect when I don't think it is. Or was, you know? This game is much better, though. This game is like a 9. And honestly, it's not quite there, but it's super close to true greatness. Like, the first game, the developers went from making linear first-person games to third-person open-world game with RPG elements. They never made anything like that, and because of that, it was rough. With Horizon, with Forbidden West, they were able to dramatically smooth over those rough edges and make a game that was so much better. Everything is better. The combat's better, the story's better, the world's better, the traversal's better, the swimming's better. I mean, it's leaps and bounds better. And it's now to the point where it's fucking great. But it's not quite masterpiece yet. It's not quite, but I feel like they're going to get there. They already confirmed that due to the great reviews and the sales, that a third Horizon's already being made. And in fact, they were probably working on it before they even finished. They admitted they were working on Forbidden West before Zero Dawn shipped. So they've already probably been working on it and probably already have some fucking headway on it. But the third game is going to be developed exclusively for PS5. It's not going to be cross-gen. They already admitted that for like 90% of the development of this game, it was made for PS4 and then during the tail end. So this is still really a PS4 game. They made all these upgrades. It's not like the PS5 version doesn't have all these benefits. It does. But it's still a fresh coat of paint on the PS4 skeleton. But the next Horizon game will be totally PS5 exclusive. So they'll be able to take up the graphics like 20 fucking notches. And then every subsequent game, they've been getting better and better. I think with the third game, if they keep the mechanics getting better, you're going to see one of the greatest games ever made ever. Like 10 out of 10. In which case, it'll be the perfect trilogy. You want a trilogy where each game gets better and better and better. But it's really hard to pull off. Actually, I kind of want to see how high I get up here before the game stops me. Because technically, this is supposed to be an empty part of the map, and I'm like, what the fuck? Now I'm just like morbidly curious to the point I'm just...
Coordinates that Gaia gave me for Demeter are close. Things holding up?
Are they injured?
Shot of that! There's lights in that one. Oh, damn. Oh. Hold your fire! I'm not here to fight!
The barbarian's pinned down. Move in!
Okay, whoever these people are, it looks like we're not gonna be friends. I need to get past these hostiles and into the ruins.
I see her! Hit her hard! Good! Take her up, now! I'm just starting with you! Kill her! Nice! Kill her! We're coming! Think you can take me? Well, go after for the ancestors!
Still in this fight.
Take her up now!
Why are they out for blood? I better get to Demeter fast in case there's more of them. According to Gaia, it should be somewhere in these ruins. Looks like some sort of old office complex. I'll pick these up.
The Greenhouse. Fellow Automated Solutions industry-leading biotech research facility. Agritech. Environmental remediation.
A metal flower. Demeters should be right beyond that door. But those vines are blocking the way. Unless I can cut through them, I'm gonna need to find another way in. Must be somewhere I can get rid of those vines. But how? There has to be a way to get to the other side of that door. No way out. Great. At least there's a console. A log.
Just got off the line with U.S. Robot Command. Time's running out. Didn't have the heart to tell Harris that our cure might be worse than the disease. Even if adamantine wreath works, we still have to prove we can curtail the trailing plants efficiently. But Cobble's team is working on it over at Test Station Ivy. He'll come through. He has to.
Adamantine wreath. Another secret project. Well, they made the metal flowers here and the vines, so maybe I can find a way to destroy them. If I can find Test Station Ivy. How do I get out of here? Whoever they are, they want me dead. I better be careful. Okay. Take those soldiers out quietly.
Over there! You! 2 arms! Give them cover! You shouldn't have done that! What the? Help them! Big mistake! ready to die? Barbarian! One cut at a time. The ancestors guide me. Protect the site! Kill her! Not one more step, barbarian! Protect the site! Kill her! Take her out now! Open fire! Put her down! Ah! Ah! No!
I really wish these people would have talked to me instead of trying to kill me. Oh, now I need to find a way out of this courtyard. That door looks promising.
I submit. Do as you will.
I didn't want to fight your friends out there. They attacked me.
If by death alone I can atone our trespass.
I'm not gonna kill you, okay? I just want to figure out what's going on. Where did you get that focus?
I'm of the chosen people. The Quen. The ancestors left the power of the focus to us alone, the eye that reveals the legacy.
The legacy, huh?
The legacy? The truth. It is in the darkness and the lost places, among the ancient ashes and the bones of the before that it lies waiting. As a diviner, it is my task to seek it out, for the good of my people.
You're looking for data. Maybe we can help each other. What's your name?
Alpha. Second diviner of the Eastern Expedition.
I'm Aloy. Why don't we start again? Those soldiers, they opened fire on me without warning. Why?
It is the duty of the Quen to seek out the legacy and defend it from the ignorant and envious. Not that you seem ignorant. But back home, other tribes only mean us harm, and we were told the same was true here.
Does that come from your legacy?
The legacy is truth. But we have been known to misinterpret it. I hope time and the wisdom of our ancestors will guide us down the correct path.
Yeah. I hope so too. So you call data from the ancient past the legacy?
Yes. All that is not lost or forbidden.
What does that mean?
All that we are capable of reading, and that which is permitted.
Okay, I'm not sure I get it. That's fine. So what do you use the data for?
The greatest secrets are the ones that improve the lives of many. How to tend our crops, how to hold floodwaters back, or even cross the ocean.
Technology.
That is what I seek here. Technology that can help my people back home.
So you said your ancestors left your tribe that focus?
Yes. 13 diviners have possessed this one since it was discovered among the ruins in our homeland. I have their honored names committed to memory.
So you have one, but none of the soldiers out there did.
We each have a role to play. No, it is the diviner's purpose to seek out the legacy, interpret the wisdom of our ancestors for the good of all, and to keep it safe, so that no one but the diviners know how to use a focus. Not even the Imperial family, and certainly not soldiers.
So how many diviners are there?
At Landfall, a small group. Back at home, a few dozen more. That's a guess. Only the overseers know for sure, and I am not of their rank.
I've never heard of the Quen.
Our lands lie across the Great Ocean. We haven't been here before.
That looks Hawaiian.
Why come now?
Our homeland has been ravaged by freakish weather. Terrible storms and blistering droughts. The crops are failing, the people are starving. When we looked for answers, it was proposed that if we had the courage to cross the ocean to Legacy's landfall, then we might earn the knowledge we need to save our people. But so far, that knowledge has eluded us.
So, your people call this place Legacy's landfall?
No. Landfall is where we arrived. To the west, in the shadows of the sunken city by the broken bridge.
You mean San Francisco?
Yes. You're well versed in the legacy. It was a place of great importance to our ancestors.
Yes, it was one of the biggest, most important cities in the world. It is, still.
That door remains closed. Even so, the data we discovered there has led us to this place. It might be our last chance.
To find something that can save your crops and your people.
Yes. If the ancestors will be generous to us once more.
I'm looking for a place in this facility called Test Station Ivy. Have you found any data that mentions it?
No. But I did find something that looks like a map. But it was unreadable. Lost.
Maybe I can make some sense of it.
There.
There's a lot of files here.
I've been through all of them. Look in the GH facility section. Like I said, a lost file.
You can't see the map? It's okay. Looks like your focus is an early model. The operating system won't be able to read any files created after the mid-2050s. But I could share them with you.
Share them? You can see what is lost and forbidden.
Not lost, not forbidden, just a newer format. There. That's where I need to go.
But you can't get there. We've been here for a week trying to get deeper into the complex. The way has been blocked by rubble.
What about this tunnel? It looks like it unlocks from here.
No. I thought these might be some kind of access controls, but I couldn't read enough data to make them work.
Let's try with my focus, okay?
I believe these consoles were meant to be operated in unison, but I'm not sure.
Okay, here we go.
Following your lead. The ancestors have shown us the way.
Come on, let's go.
You want me to come with you?
Holy
It
shit.
took both of us to open up that tunnel, didn't it?
This place is a maze.
According to the map, there should be another exit further in. Just stay close.
I can't believe you let me lead the way.
Better stand back.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'll make it.
There has to be a way out of here. What's that thing in the wall?
Through here.
Dead end. Maybe we should try another path. We haven't tried that smaller tunnel over there.
According to the map, the exit should be this way.
I'll be glad to get back above ground.
Yeah, it feels like a tomb down here.
Yep, flying mount. Later on in this game, you can fly.
They fly to and from the complex several times a day. Only the ancestors know why.
Well, the ancestors are dead, Elva.
Of course. How else could they be ancestors?
Looks like we have more pressing concerns. Follow my lead. This will be in my stash when I need it. Machines.
We can fight them, or try to sneak past. Your call.
Yeah, it's pretty. Weak versus purge water.
Into battle!
Damn it. I got this motherfucker, come on.
This needs ammo.
Oh, you bitch. Oh shit, I meant to, yeah.
I can't with my stamina.
Thank you.
Fuck, that was close.
I've never seen anyone fight machines like you do.
A vent. I think I can pull it open.
Hey, there you go, there you go.
I'm right behind you.
Fuck, it's tightening it in there.
Locked.
Maybe we can get through that hatch on the ground. It looks like the one
Going
we used
down.
at the first station. There's consoles up here too.
But no way to get to them. You stay put. I'll see what I can find. I think I can move these things. There we go. Huh. There's some space back there. Supplies. Aha. This should help. If you can hop on top of it, I can get you to those consoles.
Exactly. Hold it there. Let me just... I jumped on top.
Hold on.
That's good. Jumping over. Made it. I'm at the console. Wait. There's data here. A lot. But it's blocked. Something's restricting access. If I can't get past it, my mission here is doomed.
Alva, I'll help. If I can, okay? But first we have to get out of here.
Right. We need to open the hatch.
I think he was watching episode 2.
Let's see. Okay. I'm unlocking a storage unit. There should be a power cell inside. Then you need to find a way into the generator room.
Okay, I'm on it. Storage unit has to be here somewhere.
Oh. That's where they want me to put this. Oh, okay. Sorry.
Aloy, would you mind warning me next time you decide to, blow up a wall?
I'll, try.
Okay, that brought power back to the doors. You can reach me now.
On my way.
Into my throat.
Okay. We need to operate both consoles simultaneously to open the hatch.
I'll get to the other console. You stay here.
Ready when you are.
Okay, you ready? On 2. 1, 2.
Commencing adamantine wreath vulnerability test scenario 12C15.
Okay, that's where we need to go.
Magnetic field engaged. Initiating biomass conversion process.
No. How do I shut this thing off?
Failsafe exceeded. Test cannot be aborted.
What is this?
The wreath is the source of the blight.
That's how the world ended.
Test complete. Adamantine wreath structural integrity uncompromised.
What did we just see?
How the world ended, bro.
Alva. Let's meet below. I'm gonna share a file with you, okay?
Test log, I think it's Tuesday the 2nd? Who cares? I'll say this for the end of the world. It's jam-packed with irony. We developed biomass conversion here. Infinite food for infinite machines. And now we're racing against time to find something to give them indigestion. Well, it works. War machines won't be able to eat the wreaths. But can we deploy them in time? God, I hope so.
I don't understand.
Your ancestors? They were wiped out. Your legacy didn't tell you that?
The time of ashes. But most of the data about that is lost, or forbidden.
Well, they created machines that consumed all life. You just saw how. It's a miracle anything survived.
I don't want to know this. This is not why I'm here. I need the wisdom of my ancestors to help save my people, not forbidden knowledge of their sins. I need to find something that helps, something to bring back. The overseers will punish me. Or even worse, people will die. Do you understand? My family. My sister. I left her when she was 14. Already you can see her bones. They will starve.
Alva. Alva. I get it. I do. And if I succeed, your people won't need any data. Things will just... they will get better.
But even if I believe you, my people won't. I need to bring something back.
Okay. Then we'll go to Test Station Ivy. And if I can find a way to kill those vines, then I will have access to the data core. What I need is in there. I'm pretty sure that if I take it, it will unblock access to all the data that this place has. And that will give you something to bring home.
I'm not sure I understand. But every secret makes its own
They do a really
noise.
good job of having a very, very good supporting cast of characters.
Go on. I'll follow.
Which is great. Because the original game had very little characters that were consistent with Alloy.
Test Station Ivy can't be far off.
Oh shit. Oh!
Another maze. They were supposed to stop the destruction that caused the Time of Ashes?
Looks like it.
So, I never asked. Are you from around here?
No. I spent most of my life in a place for
We both traveled a long way then.
This is it. Okay. Let's find a way to get into the proving ground.
Yeah, I don't care if it looks better, I just can never stand playing it at 60, or 30, I mean.
That complex should be Test Station Ivy.
Well, let's hope it holds the answers so...
Yep, fuck. Dreadwing. Weak for fire damage. That does fire damage, but it's kind of shitty. Oh, let's see, yeah. Keep getting.
We're gonna have to take it out to get into the test station. You with me? Yes.
Hey, I need to purchase new equipment here soon. God, I love that so fucking much.
Well, you helped. We should be able to get at the test station anyway.
And that's his pouch over there. I want to get that. Or no, oh no, it's a dead end. Okay.
There has to be some data here on the adamantine wreath we can use.
I trust your focus will see what mine cannot. Oh.
This console's still operational. Find something?
The fourth test station. Willow. It looks like it's underwater.
Huh. That might be worth a look sometime. Another log. Huh. That might be worth a look sometime.
Every way. The wreaths work. And Cobble came through. On a way to destroy them. Downloading a coded key into the deployment shell triggers an enzyme that causes the wreaths to eat themselves from within. It's too late. The latest projections from U.S. Robot Command have swarm reproduction, outpacing our ability to drop the shells by 375%. Not even close. I guess we deserve this. I deserve it for what I made here. This will be my last log before evacuation.
So all their efforts were in vain. They ran out of time.
Can't leave here until I find... At least we have the software module they created. It should get rid of the vines produced by the metal flowers. I need a workbench to load the module into my spear.
There's one back at our camp. The map showed a path leading back there past the next room.
Give me a second.
That must be the 4th testing station we saw on the map.
Looks like it's been flooded for a while. In here. We'll have to climb up.
Right behind you!
We can use the line to get down.
Right! Easy! Made it! But we'd better make haste. After we encountered barbarians, our lieutenant called for reinforcements. They could be here any time.
Right.
Now what?
Now, we get to that data core. Let's hope this new module works. It's blooming. Let's see if the software works.
Vines. They're falling apart.
Door's clear now.
The data coordinates.
Time to bring Demeter home. Demeter? It's time to go home. To Gaia.
You see the light? Yes.
Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Master override activated. Restoring Demeter's subordinate function to original code.
What did you do? I've never seen my focus glitch like that.
I found a special type of data. It's something you can't read. But they kept a tight grip on the data core. But now you should have access to the central server. All of it. Should give you something to bring home.
You were right. Hundreds of archives. Almost all of it relating to agriculture. It would take us years to get through all of this. But we don't have that kind of time. What you said before about... Alva! Hold your fire! By the word of the ancestors, you must stop. Come. Look at who you fired on.
That barbarian killed our soldiers!
Only those who fired blindly. She is no barbarian. She gave me the data we need. Come, look at her. Can't you see? Elizabeth Sobek stands before you. An ancestor reborn.
Diviner. We should bring the ancestor back.
It is we who follow their word, Commander, not the other way around. My apologies, Dr. Sobek. Our people's faith is strong, but there are those who are not as familiar with the legacy as they should be.
You heard the diviner. The data has been found. You two, with me. The rest of you, meet us back at the beach for return to landfall.
I can't talk long. They will have many questions.
So do I. Your people know a lot about the past. And about Sobek, I guess, but they're...
Please, I must know. What you said before about working towards the same goal, how long will it take?
I don't know. A few months?
Then you are my family's best hope. Let nothing get in your way. You have opened my eyes to many things, and for that, I thank you. But now you must go.
Will I see you again?
Soon we return to Legacy's landfall. It might be dangerous for you to go there.
Well, tell me how to reach it, just in case.
We made landfall on the northeast edge of the sunken city. The currents around the archipelago are vicious, and the only approach is from the south. And it is guarded. Only attempt to go there if you must.
Diviner! What's the delay?
Please, go. If you attempt to stay here any longer, they may want to take you with us, and that won't go well for anyone.
Do as Alva says. I need to get Demeter back to Gaia anyway. But I might want to explore the area before I make the trek back to base. And now I can use the vine cutter on those other metal flowers I found earlier.
This is a huge point in this story. I'm pretty sure this is where I help get rid of the corruption. And it actually changes the world and gets rid of the corruption in the world, so huge parts of the world change. It's kind of awesome.
It is good to see you again, Aloy. I see you have recovered Demeter.
I'm gonna stream for a couple hours more and then I'm gonna try to get some sleep. I've got a big day today. I'm probably not gonna be streaming for a couple days after this. I have some stuff I need to attend to.
Aloy, can you come downstairs? Beta has something you need to hear.
Okay. I'll be right down.
Aloy, I have managed to unlock additional rooms within the facility.
Hey, Gaia.
Welcome back.
I'll be on my...
I wish you...
Level 27, motherfucker.
That's fine.
I can take a look if you want.
Nah, usually works if I just flick it a few times with my thumb.
Aloy, there are more supplies in the chest. Help yourself.
I love the sliding in this game.
Hi! Happy birthday, Isaac! Daddy sure does love his little big man.
She found that recording from the data on your focus. She's been watching it a lot. I think it helps calm her.
You know, I used to watch this a lot too. Whenever I wanted to take my mind off things.
Daddy sure does love his little big...
But there's something you need to tell me?
While you were gone, I came down here to check on her. Then we started talking. Right, Beta? She's been thinking about how to capture Hephaestus, studying the data Gaia gave her. But we started talking about some other stuff. You know, just getting to know each other, right? And then she told me that one of the Zeniths might be different from the others.
Tilda. You saw her at the Hades Proving Lab.
Go on.
On the way to Earth, the Zeniths never showed their faces. My servitor caretaker referred to them as my benefactors, and promised I'd meet them someday, when I had learned enough.
And then?
One day, a data channel opened in my training interface. In it, Tilda was waiting for me. In a virtual replica of a house on a cliff, overlooking the ocean. It was beautiful. She showed me paintings, books, media files. We met there in secret many times. But a few months later, it stopped.
Can you tell us why, Beta?
I found some data about Tilda at the Hades Proving Lab. I think she was a liaison between Far Zenith and Zero Dawn. She knew Elizabeth Sobek, that's for sure.
I think she was her lover.
Maybe that's why she reached out to you?
What else can you tell us about Tilda?
She liked to talk about her paintings.
What about herself? Did she ever talk about her life on Earth, how she joined the Zeniths? Something like that?
She never said much about herself, and she hated it when I asked too many questions. But I think, back on Earth, she was an expert programmer, given that she built a data channel the other Zeniths couldn't detect.
Is there anything else about her that we might be able to use to our advantage?
She was the first real person who ever bothered to speak to me. I wasn't really assessing her for strengths and weaknesses.
You said that Tilda reached out to you using a data channel?
It appeared in my training interface as another assignment. When I opened it, there were a series of intermittent glitches. I realized they formed a transpositional cipher. Instructions on how to open up a new virtual space. When I entered it, my training interface disappeared. Instead of the usual holographic teachers and files, I was in a perfect recreation of her home.
And you're sure
Hello.
the others
How's it going?
knew about it?
To them, it looked like I was still in training. Toiling away. Alone.
So this secret virtual space looked like a house with an ocean view?
They could probably track down her actual home.
And hear waves crashing on rocks below. And there were gulls crying outside. Inside, Tilda had frames that showed off her favorite paintings, changing at intervals.
Just decided to come back to this because I hadn't played it in a while and they updated it.
Chair she liked. She'd sit there and gaze outside while I looked through her things. We spent hours in that house. I never wanted to leave.
You said Tilda showed you paintings and let you access media files?
Every time we met, she showed me a new painting. I think she was Dutch. All of her favorite pieces were from their golden age in the 1600s. Portraits, allegories, ships at sea. She had so many.
Did it interest you?
I liked her media portal. It had so much more than my training interface. Clips, shows, holos. My favorite was this one called Second Time Around, about a family whose kid comes back after disappearing during the Hot Zone crisis.
Right, but did this portal have anything about the Zeniths themselves? Anything we could use?
She's just trying to talk to somebody. Aloy, be a better friend. You're not being a very good clone, bro.
So Tilda set up a secret virtual space where she could talk to you, a house on a cliff. Then later, she cut you off. But other than the fact that Tilda knew Elizabeth, you don't know why she did those things?
I don't, okay? I thought of every possible reason that would make her leave, but whatever I did wrong, I don't know what it is.
When I finally met the others, she ignored me. Acted like the data channel never existed. None of this even matters. Tilda's the same as the others. It won't help us defeat them.
Okay. Let's leave it at that then.
That was weird.
I'm trying, Varl. But she is tough to take. I'm out there in the wilds, risking my life every day, and all she can do is hide in there and tell us how hopeless it all is. I'm sorry, she's had a rough time, but she is really not helping right now.
You always seem to be on top of everything, so I sometimes forget about what you've been through. I mean, it wasn't that long ago you were so banged up you couldn't even walk. About that. When I pulled you out of the water back near the proving lab, you were muttering Rost's name. You never talk about it. But he raised you, trained you. You must miss him a lot.
Of course I do. But I don't have time to think about that now. I need to get back out there.
Okay. I'll keep working with Beta. Gaia says she knows a lot about Zero Dawn. And maybe she just needs some time to adjust, and then she can help us with Hephaestus.
Sure. But I won't hold my breath.
You're being a bitch. You're seriously being a bitch. Okay? We know, from what we know about the Far Zenith, they were these creepy fucking Scientology-esque bitches. And if you know anything about Scientology, those are some scary-ass motherfuckers. They psychologically torture members, okay? It's like a fucking cult, but like a super rich cult. Which is even more dangerous, because a lot of the cults, if you can just get away from them, you're fine. But this kind of cult, you can't get away from. And it's true, people who leave Scientology, they're at risk for life. Constantly gotta be looking over the shoulder. Scientology has a lot of people in a lot of high fucking places. She was bred for a singular purpose. She was enslaved and tortured for fucking 20 years. Okay? Aloy had a dude that loved her. Had a dude that taught her survival skills. Had taught her how to depend on herself. This chick was literally bred to be a fucking slave and was psychologically tormented for 20 years. So Aloy is really not being fucking understandable.
Welcome back.
Gaia? What is this?
It is a control console for a drone-based imaging system connected to this dome. I will transmit the relevant data to your focus.
Huh. So this Cyclops is a network of drones to monitor the deteriorating biosphere conditions. was meant to display on the dome, but the drones aren't connected anymore. If I find the drones out in the wilds, I could get the data from them, use it to reconnect them and restore the display. I'm back, Gaia.
Hello, Aloy.
How's Catalo doing?
I have detected that the loss of his arm still deeply pains him. In an effort to remedy this, I have discussed a potential solution with him. I believe he will want to fill you in on the details.
A solution?
Robot arm, baby!
How are things around here?
Zoe has been studying the morphology of her land gods in an effort to understand their sickness. Without the abilities of Hephaestus, I am unfortunately unable to correct their programming. However, due to Zoe's perseverance, we may have found a workaround. Zoe will want to fill you in on the details.
Okay, sounds promising. Varl and Zoe seem to like spending time together.
Indeed. While studying old world data, Zoe discovered references to a dietary lifestyle known as vegetarianism. She appreciated the similarities with Utaru practices and encouraged Varl to try out this lifestyle.
And how did that go?
I believe they have agreed to disagree.
Yeah, Varl's my boy, he likes meat!
How's Erend handling things?
He is becoming increasingly accustomed to use of the focus after an initial incident.
What did he do?
He unfortunately crushed his first focus as he attempted to affix it to his temple. Amongst a number of Oseram curses, I believe he also blamed the focus for being dainty. He has given repeated assurances that it will not happen again.
Well, good thing we have a lot of extras, I guess. So there's a few people here now, and they're learning. All about you, the ancient world. Almost like what was supposed to happen before Apollo was purged.
Yes. While the loss of the Apollo database was catastrophic, there is still much that can be gleaned from the data you have uncovered. For instance, Varl has been reviewing the last recorded entries from those who perished during the Pharaoh Plague. Hearing their hopes and fears made him quite somber.
Anything I should be worried about?
I do not believe so. I have elected not to intervene, to allow him to process this on his own terms.
So I talked to Beta. Didn't learn much.
It seems to me you did. From what she describes, the Zeniths controlled every aspect of her life, even as they shunned her. This Tilda was the first person she ever had contact with. An abrupt severance of such a relationship would be very emotional.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah, stop being a selfish bitch, Aloy.
Have you been able to make use of Demeter's functions?
Yes. I was able to mitigate most soil conditions and restore a temporary balance. You should notice less rampant plant growth in the area.
Maybe that'll give Plainsong's fields a chance to recover.
Unfortunately, recovery in that area is unlikely without the assistance of the Utaru's land gods.
Land gods!
I have discussed this matter with Zoe. I believe we may have a workaround. I believe Zoe will want to explain the plan.
Okay. I'll check with her when I can. See you later, Gaia.
Until next time, Aloy.
I just think she talks. You would too, if you knew everything there is to know about everything.
She can also crank out a whole army of machines to kick your sorry behind when she's fixed.
Well, I guess I just better stay on our good side then.
Aloy.
Hey, how's everything going?
I am well, but Varl told me Beta's having a hard time adjusting to life here with us. I wish there was something I could do to help.
I'm not sure any of us can.
A tree won't bear fruit in a day. We'll do our best to make her feel welcome. There is something I'd like to discuss. It's about the land gods. If you have time, that is.
What else have you been up to?
I've been studying Gaia's seedlings, the subfunctions. I wanted to understand why one of them would do what they did to Fa. Imagine my surprise when I looked into this Hephaestus and found out it helped create all machines, our land gods included. In a way, the Utaru owe Hephaestus our whole way of life, as well as our current troubles.
That's why we have to make Gaia whole again. The Xena stood a number on Beta. But she seems
The same way you do.
I still can't believe she told him the Zeniths are immortals.
Woo!
The ones who cut themselves off from the cycle of life and decay. I've never heard of anything so selfish. To deny our dying bodies to the earth. To doom the life that would bloom in their place. It's despicable.
Except, that's not how it fucking works. Most people who die, they're just mulch. And hardly any mulch at that, so maybe get over yourself.
Found anything else combing through that data?
Varl and I have been looking into the animals of the old world. Apparently there used to be thousands more species roaming around than there are today. Can you imagine that? I'd give anything to see them, even as holograms. Though I know that without Artemis or Apollo, that may prove difficult. At least I can find comfort in knowing Gaia used many of them as inspiration for her machines. Her memory honors them.
What are you going to learn next?
I'm not sure. I asked Gaia for suggestions, and she brought up data you found on something called a museum? From what I gather, the old ones would store knowledge in them for all to see and learn from, like you've done here for us. Maybe one day more people will be able to use this place to learn the way we have.
That sounds crowded, but nice. You said you met Beta?
Varl mentioned she was hurt. I thought I'd offer her an extract to soothe.
It's mental pain, bro.
I just hope she doesn't plan on staying burrowed down there like that.
Well, with Aloy being a bitch, she doesn't really have a whole lot of reason to come up, does she?
Are you guys training with Aaron as well?
If you count trying to stick a spear in his gut as training, then yes.
Are you serious?
Of course not.
Good.
I was going for a couple of broken bones. He called the Utaru leaf grazers. Laughed at the idea of us simple farmers being formidable fighters. Before I knew it, he and I were battling it out in the common room. The man is slow, but he can throw a hammer around. Don't look so worried. We're evenly matched.
I love how she begrudgingly has to be.
Just try not to kill each other.
Injuring his pride should be good enough.
I love that. She tried to take her down, and she's like, you know what? He's actually a lot tougher than I thought.
Is there anything I can help with around here?
Hmm? Oh, no. We're doing fine.
Are you okay?
You and Varl have been friends for a while.
I like to think so.
I was wondering, what do you know about his mother?
Oh.
That bad, huh?
Why do you want to know?
He's spoken of his sister, Vala, but I noticed he avoids talking about his mother.
Yeah, because his mother is kind of a stick in the mud.
War chief of the Nora. Best warrior the tribe's ever known. Tougher than a Thunderjaw, but she could be pretty harsh at times.
I see. That must have been hard on him. Thank you for telling me. I feel silly not being able to ask Varl directly.
I wouldn't worry about it. He's probably afraid Sona will scare you off someday.
I'd like to see her try.
She's gonna get that VD. Varl dick!
You said you wanted to talk about the land gods?
I think there's a way to heal them so that they'll once again provide Plainsong with grain. Gaia gave me a set of instructions. She called it, reboot code. If we deliver it to the land gods, their derangement will end.
That's great.
Maybe. There are thorns on the path. Unless the code is given by Hephaestus, the land gods will reject it. Gaia showed me a way around this. We need components called control cores from machines made by Hephaestus. Machines similar to the land gods.
You mean Grimhorns? Like the one we fought in the repair bay?
Yes. Gaia helped me locate 2 of them out west.
So, kill the machines, get the control cores, then use them to adapt the reboot code into something the land gods will obey?
If all goes well. But taking down 2 Grimhorns won't be easy.
We'll do it together.
Bless you, Aloy. I'll send you the location of the machines.
And doing this has a profound impact on the world.
I should get going.
Good luck on your search.
Hey, got a sec?
Of course.
You feeling okay?
I was just thinking about Beta and all that time spent with the Zeniths. To think someone would make a person just to lock them in a room to use when needed, like some sort of tool.
It's kind of fucked up.
Sobek sacrificed herself for the world, and yet they have no trouble treating Beta like a slave.
Another reason we have to stop them. How's everyone dealing with Beta?
I tried explaining what a clone is to Aaron. He was totally lost. Then Zoe said something about 2 trees coming from one seed. That seemed to help a bit.
One of the things I really love about this game, and something that I've seen people criticize it for, but I can't understand, is this game really takes the time to fill out the world. It has tons and tons of optional conversations. There's hours of optional conversations to have. And I mean, you can totally skip through all of it, but I mean, there's so much there. I love it when a game really fucking builds the world, when it's just a world you can get lost into. I love it.
I'm guessing you've spoken with Kotallo?
I wanted to pay my respects for those who fell when we were ambushed at the embassy. Told him I'd never seen anyone throw themselves at a machine like he did. He said a warrior shouldn't be praised for fulfilling their duty. For a second I thought I was talking to my mother. Never thought a Tanakh and a Nora war chief could have so much in common.
I'm guessing Talana didn't stay for long?
You got that right. Makes you wonder what this Amadis guy did to grab her attention.
Whatever it was, she didn't tell me.
Must be quite a story.
I guess she'll tell us when she's ready. How's everyone handling their focus?
And we all have our difficult moments. Aaron definitely curses the most. But I'm hoping Oseram's stubbornness prevails.
How's everyone doing?
Just taking it all in. No one snapped their bowstrings yet.
Anything happen I should know about?
Zoe and Aaron tried to beat each other up.
I might have heard something about that.
Aaron made some jokes about the Utaru, called them twigs or something like that. She challenged him to a sparring match. Turns out that Utaru speed is a pretty good match for Oseram brawn. Things ended in a stalemate. Now they spar once in a while to see if they can break it.
Well, let me know how it goes. So, training with Zoe.
Yes, training. Mostly. Look, she reads glyphs faster than I can already. I'd be a fool to refuse her help.
Of course. You guys reading something over there?
We just finished going through all the logs you collected back in Nora territory, and All Mother Mountain. It's hard to imagine that my ancestors were trapped inside, without the knowledge from Apollo to guide them.
Thanks to Ted Faro.
Yeah. I wonder how it must have felt when they were finally free. The world must have seemed so beautiful.
Not to mention terrifying. They weren't much more than kids.
And they became an entire tribe.
It's good to see you and Zoe enjoying yourselves.
We're learning a lot.
Oh, yeah.
I've actually been looking through the data to find ideas for a gift, and to thank her for helping me study the glyphs. Something from the old world that she's never seen before.
Penis.
Instead, I found out they gave each other stuffed animals. If you ask me, stuffing a dead animal with anything, really, doesn't sound like a good time for anybody.
Maybe Gaia can help you find
That's
something
funny.
else. How's training?
Discovering something new about our past every day. When we first met, you asked me if I ever wondered what this world looked like when the old ones lived here. I thought it was strange at the time, but a lot has changed since I left the Embrace. Now I'm just trying to make sense of everything I thought I knew and versus everything I know now.
The change is hard, but it gets easier over time. You brought up Rost before. I do think about him. You know, he was all I had. And he brought me up the best he could. Not only that, when Hades discovered who I was and sent the Eclipse after me, he sacrificed himself so I could survive. But that seems like ages ago. So much has happened since. What I'm doing now, I don't think he could even begin to understand it. The Sacred Lands were all he really knew. So I can't let myself dwell on him. Not with everything I have to do.
I understand. Sometimes, when I think about my sister, about what she would have become if she had survived the Proving, it hurts. And I just need to bury it for a while. But only for a while, Aloy. You can't ignore it forever. Memories always come back. The ones that matter, anyway.
I know. But for now, the mission has to come first.
Fair enough.
It's hard to believe we're dealing with the original Zeniths. The same ones that left for Sirius 1,000 years ago.
To live on for so long, it doesn't seem natural.
Because it's not.
That weapon we found where Beta was hiding, any chance we can use that against them?
Sylens made sure that wasn't an option.
Why would he build something to hurt Far Zenith, yet allow them to capture you?
With Sylens, there's always an angle. We just don't know what it is yet. What do you make of this Tilda the Beta was talking about?
Well, the way she described it, I can't shake off the feeling that Tilda wanted something from me.
I'm guaranteeing you she was Elizabeth's lover.
Clone? But whatever she was.
That was how she got the DNA. Elizabeth was gay, Tilda was her lover. Sees her lover in the clone.
I don't think she got it. If we knew what it was, maybe we could use it to our advantage somehow.
I don't know. I don't think Tilda and Elizabeth were on the best of terms.
Oh well. At least we can take some comfort in knowing the Zeniths don't trust each other.
Maybe. I should get back out there.
We'll be here if you need us.
There's so much fucking world building in those scenes, man. Oh, that's an actual... I have not done that camp yet. I thought I did. Huh. Okay, kid, okay. Yeah, okay. Do I want to... I kind of got it. Fuck, it loads incredibly fast. Jesus Christ.
Aloy, it's Gotala. If you're in need of provisions, I recommend stopping by Salt. Right, a village north of the Grove. Their cook's meals give a soldier strength like nothing else. And who knows? Maybe they could use your help too.
Maybe I'll check it out. Thanks.
All right.
Oh, there it is. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I killed a bird.
Stay here.
Hey, take a look, take a look.
Get this from my stash when I need it.
Hey, take a look.
You're late.
Hands on a corpse. I'd be better off.
Hey.
Ah, so I can climb this fucking thing. That's cool. I think this is actually a solar farm in Nevada. I think I've seen this solar farm. Obviously, it's different now in a new world, but I'm pretty sure it's a real place. Unknown cauldron. Tides reach. Actually, you know what? I kind of want to go down there. Once again, that fucking fast travel time is just insane, dude. Hey, what's up? It really is a fucking shame that this game came out like right at the same time that Elden Ring did, man. Because this game is fucking great, and it kind of got unfairly brushed over for Elden Ring. I'm gonna say about halfway through. Conservatively, I think about halfway through. I'm not sure, but I'm a good ways through, but I don't think I'm anywhere close to beating it, so I'd say about halfway. I kind of got away from this for a while, but I've been meaning to finish it, and they just released a big-ass patch for it that added new shit, so I thought, you know, now's the time. But it's honestly, it seems like the fucking Horizon is cursed to come out right before another big ass game that overshadows it. The first Horizon game came out just a few weeks before fucking Breath of the Wild, and then the second game comes out just before Elden Ring. If I was the developers, I would be so angry.
Karo's champion. You can pass.
This isn't over. Magala will gather our forces.
At least you practice for combat.
Well, that's a shame, because they're really fucking good. Horizon Zero Dawn is rough, but good. It was made by a studio that had never done a third-person game before. They'd only done first-person games, i.e. Killzone. They had never done open-world games. They were always linear. And they had never done any kind of RPG mechanics. So they were going from first-person linear shooter to open-world third-person game. And you could tell that they were not used to making that type of game, and it was really rough around the edges. But Horizon Zero Dawn was a great game, and it was totally worth playing. And especially once you get into like the good shit in the story. This game, however, is everything a sequel should be. Everything good about the original game was heightened and fixed, and just about all of the faults were clean and sanded over. This is exactly what a sequel should be. Keep the good parts, get rid of the bad. They really listen to fan feedback. So Horizon Zero Dawn is like an 8. This is like a straight 9. I mean, this open world is fucking gorgeous. Like I said, this game kind of had the unfortunate luck of being released right fucking before Elden Ring.
Gliding in.
Oh. Shit. I kind of fucked that up. But I mean, you have to play the first game. Even if the first game is rough, you still have to really play it. So it's just like you got to get through it for this. I'm not saying the Horizon Zero Dawn is bad. I'd say it's like an 8. It's still good. Still better. It's still more good than there is bad. It's just not, you know, the game whose coming was foretold. This game, however, is just so much better. It's fucking scary. Like 1,000% improval. Oh. Well, fuck. No, I totally get it, dude. Horizon has a very, very slow start. It takes a while to get the right gear. It takes a while for the story to pick up, because the story at first is just not very in-depth. And it takes a while for you to start getting leveled up enough that you feel powerful. They make you really gimped at the beginning of that game. But it's worth it, and it gets so much better. Once you start figuring out who Ally is and how the world ended, and it starts getting the more science fiction parts of it, it's fucking great. Once they start giving you good weapons, and also I would suggest playing it on easy mode. Normally, in just about every game I play, I try to do normal, because I don't want it to be too easy, I don't want it to be too rough, I just want to have a good time. But with Horizon Zero Dawn, the game is brutally difficult to the point where it's almost not fun if you play it on normal. Enemies are bullet sponges, and you'll die in a couple hits. Like, it's the type of difficulty that I think is cheap. But if you play it on easy, it's so much better. And there's a couple games that are like that. And I've had people try to give me shit for playing certain games on easy. I'm like, bro, I've beaten every fucking Dark Souls game numerous times. I was one of the first people in the world to beat Elden Ring. It's not that I'm not good enough. It's just there's certain games where the difficulties are just not fun. Like, this is hard in a bad way. You can have a game be hard and just be fucking cheap.
Did the enemy give you any trouble out there? Enjoy your time in our settlement.
Like, for example, BioShock. The original BioShock is just fucking ganked in difficulty. Normal difficulty on BioShock is like hard or extreme in another game. And on the surface, it seems like BioShock won't let you die. Oh, I have Vita chambers, so I can't ever really fail. But see, here's the thing. No, you can't ever truly die. You can't ever truly lose progress in BioShock 1. But you don't get back money for ammo and health supplies. So you'll go into an enemy encounter, you'll use up most of your fucking ammo, you'll use up your med kits, your fucking salts, and then you'll die, and then you'll have to go back to that same room and won't be able to replenish your ammo. And no, I agree. I love BioShock. I'm just saying, I don't think the difficulty in BioShock was very well balanced. I think the difficulty in BioShock was kind of ganked. I think it's a game that, if you play it on easy, is like normal for every other game. And normal feels like super hard. Like, I mean, on normal, you can die in like 4 shots. Late, I mean, you know, early game, I mean... So the first couple of times that I beat BioShock, I played it on normal. I mean, I beat it on normal. But I didn't have as much fun as I could have because it just felt like enemies would take forever to kill. And then I went back and played it on easy, and I'm like, oh my god, this game is way better on easy. So there's just certain games I feel are just better on easy. Red Faction Guerrilla is one of those games. That game is skewed. Yeah, I played the Ninja Gaiden games. Yeah, I played the Ninja Gaiden games, man. I've beaten the Ninja Gaiden games. Well, not Ninja Gaiden 3. I don't like Ninja Gaiden 3. I think Ninja Gaiden 3 sucks ass. So I wasn't going to put in the time to beat Ninja Gaiden 3. But I beat Ninja Gaiden Sigma, and Ninja Gaiden 2. So. And honestly, the whole fucking series goes downhill, man. Ninja Gaiden 1. Fucking amazing. Ninja Gaiden, Black, or Sigma. It can be either. I actually like Sigma. One of the greatest hack and slash games ever made. Ninja Gaiden is a fucking masterpiece. Dark Souls inspired world development where you go to an area and then you loop back around to an area. Every chapter of the game is different. You go from a ninja village to an airship to a modern city to ancient ruins to a Mayan temple to the fucking underworld. It's like over 20 hours long. It's like the length of like 3 Devil May Cry games put together. It's one, you know, for a hack and slash to be over 20 hours just to finish the main story. Shit. And the combat is fucking perfection. And then Ninja Gaiden 2 is good. It may even be great, but it's just not as good. It feels like they were rushed. Like, I think the director said they actually were rushed and they had to cut shit and not polish it up due to deadlines, which is unfortunate. So, I like Ninja Gaiden 2, but I don't like it as much. It's like a step down. You go from masterpiece to great. Still great. Still worth playing. But when you're at a 10, an 8 can seem shitty. And the combat in Ninja Gaiden was the right amount of flashy and practical. Because you need to strike a balance, right? I'm going on a tiny rant here. If you have a game where none of the combos and shit are elaborate, then it just looks boring. But if you have a game where the combos are too elaborate, it gets to the point where you're doing more watching than you are playing. Like Kingdom Hearts 3. I hate Kingdom Hearts 3, and Kingdom Hearts 3 super disappointed me because that game's combos are so intricate and so elaborate and so flashy that it's literally like you're watching a cutscene. You're hardly even controlling it. You're just basically mashing the X button. But I thought Ninja Gaiden 1 was the perfect mix of flashy and substance. You had to block, you had to carefully take into account enemies, you had to use all these different weapons for the task, you switched. And it was flashy enough that it looked cool. I just chopped that guy's head off. I just did a whirlwind thing and killed 5 dudes. But it wasn't so flashy that you didn't feel in control. You hit a button, you swing. You hit a button, you swing. But I think Ninja Gaiden 2, in the desire to one-up Ninja Gaiden, went too flashy, and it gets to the point where it almost feels like you're not controlling it. So I thought that overall Ninja Gaiden 2 is a step down, but it was still great. And I think Ninja Gaiden 3 is a discarded fetus. I think Ninja Gaiden 3 is fucking terrible. I remember playing it bad, and I played it, I'm like, oh my god. And then I even went and tried the Razor's Edge version, which is supposed to fix a lot. And it does fix it to a certain degree. But it takes it from being... Put it like this. Ninja Gaiden, great. Ninja Gaiden Black and Sigma, take a great game and make it even better. Let's take this game you love. Let's add new weapons. Let's add new content. Let's take this game from 10 to 11. Ninja Gaiden Razor's Edge. Let's take this horrible fucking game and make it just barely playable. So yeah, it's a big improvement. But we're going from one of the worst games I've ever played to, it's okay. But coming from the first 2 games, that is still soul-crushingly disappointing. So it's like Ninja Gaiden Black and Sigma, 10. Ninja Gaiden 2, 8. Ninja Gaiden 3, fucking 4. Ninja Gaiden Razor's Edge, like a 6. And they, honestly, it really, some of the stuff that they did in Ninja Gaiden 3 really boggles my mind and makes me depressed as a human being. Oh man, because hey, we have a series about killing people. That's literally what we do. It's a hack and slash. So let's try to chastise the player for killing people and make that the theme of the game about how killing is bad. Maybe you chose the wrong game to make that point. Hey, you know how people loved Ninja Gaiden and how it had all these weapons? There's 15 weapons in Ninja Gaiden 1 and 2. There's a crazy amount of variety. There's the swords, there's the dual swords, there's the great katana, the staff, the nunchaku, the fucking warhammer, the evil possession uses. Let's literally only have a sword in Ninja Gaiden 3. Just one weapon! Hey, you know how people liked upgrading the weapons and seeing how Lunar would transform into a better staff? Well, let's just remove upgrades. Hey, you remember how most people think the story of Ninja Gaiden is its weakest part, and how it's corny? And I will actually say I like the story of Ninja Gaiden. It is corny, but it's corny in a way that I find it enjoyable. Let's make a game where the story is the main focus, and it fucking sucks. Literally. Every fucking decision that they made for Ninja Gaiden 3 was so fucking bad. Hey, you know how our game series is renowned for being one of the hardest fucking games around? Let's make this game so easy it plays itself! Let's make a mode where you literally can't die! And a game series known for difficulty, where people play it because they want a challenge. Then they added quick time events? Really? Hey, you know how everybody loves how this game is about Japanese culture? Let's westernize the fuck out of this game's culture. To the point where they don't even seem Japanese anymore. It just seems American. And yes, I know that all the Japanese characters were played with English actors, but that was the point. They still acted Japanese. They still paid honor to Japanese mythology, so it was just like they're acting English so you don't have to read what they're saying. So it was okay. In this game, it's like they're literally acting American, and it's like he's a fucking Japanese ninja. He's not going to act American. What have you done? Like Ninja Gaiden 3 shit the bed so badly. It was the Amber Heard of the Ninja Gaiden series. Just shit all over the bed. Just everywhere. And you know, people like to rag on like Devil May Cry 2, for instance. Devil May Cry 2 is the weakest game in the series. There is no question of that. Devil May Cry 2 is not an especially good game. But at least Devil May Cry 2 is just mediocre. Now, once again, Devil May Cry 1, fucking amazing. Devil May Cry 3, fucking amazing. So before and after it, fucking amazing game. So by comparison, it seems terrible. But Devil May Cry 2 is just aggressively mediocre. Ninja Gaiden 3 is just offensively bad. And it's kind of funny, because the guy who works on Ninja Gaiden and Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball for you weeaboos out there, he has an eccentric personality, so the company fired him because he's eccentric. He's like Kojima. And he was like, you guys can't make Ninja Gaiden without me. And they're like, yes, we can. And then Ninja Gaiden 3 was the game right after he left. Kind of proved his point. The one gay Ninja Gaiden game he wasn't involved in was a steaming pile of shit. So, yeah. Apparently, they very, very clearly needed him. He made 2 Ninja Gaiden games. Technically 3, but I'm not talking about the DS spinoff Dragon Sword. I haven't played that, so I can't comment on it. It's kind of hard to track down. It's expensive as fuck. Yeah. Well, like I said, I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of Ninja Gaiden. And Ninja Gaiden 3 is aggressively bad. When I bought the Ninja Gaiden collection, I'm like, is there some way that I can buy the Ninja Gaiden collection and not buy Ninja Gaiden 3? I don't even want to own it. I don't even want to have it thrown in as a bonus with the first 2. Keep that game away from me. I don't even want it on my system. I don't trust it. And I even tried to give it a chance, you know. I went back through, I played Ninja Gaiden 1 again for like the 15th time. I've replayed that game so many fucking times, dude. I played 2 and I'm like, yeah, and then I went back to 3 and I'm like, maybe I'll change my mind. And after like 20 minutes, I'm like, yeah, nah. And I mean, it makes me kind of sad, because I think that was 2012, I think, that Ninja Gaiden 3 came out. So, we had a very promising series, and Ninja Gaiden 3 killed it. It's been over 10 years since we've gotten a game in the series, and it doesn't look like we're gonna get another one anytime soon. So, we can't even look forward to a game to try and redeem it. You know, like, oh, hey, here's us trying to make up for it. Alright, man. You have a great one.
What's wrong? Must be part of Cyclops. If I can get its data... reconnect it with the dome back at the base. But how to get up there?
Alright, man. I'm gonna be streaming for the next, couple hours. Probably different stuff here and there. But, later today I'm gonna go, my girlfriend is coming in to see me. And she's traveling from out of state to come and see me. So I'm gonna spend the next couple of days probably chilling with her. I'm trying to stream as much as I can right now because I'm gonna be busy hanging out with her. So hopefully if you're on, you can see me again, and if not, you'll understand. I've got to go see my girlfriend. Either way, man, it was fun talking to you. I hope you have a great day.
Honor and strength. Stand strong. All blades. You fought well.
Walk with honor. May regardless when came, may your blade.
Good day.
You should try to not be cooking while you're here.
You'll want to talk to me,
Hunting
champions.
grounds?
I
Your name will
assure
be
you.
honored.
Yes, I can work with this.
What are you doing?
Envisioning the best armor you'll ever own, child. Worthy of Hikaru's champion.
I didn't ask you to make me anything.
But I offered nonetheless. You should be honored. Any soldier worth their marks wears armor of my making. Even Chief Hikaru. Get me the right resources and I'll craft something that'll make you the envy of all three clans.
Tanakh Recon actually looks kind of cool. Euro Tracker. Yeah, I might actually buy that.
My offer still stands. A soldier like you should only wear the best armor. And that's what you'll get at Oka's Forge.
Nice choice of armor.
Honor and strength.
Let me get a strong color on this.